Next point, and this is a very important one. People, I'm gonna make this very, very clear. People do not buy on price. You do not want to compete on price. For whatever company you're gonna run, you do not want to compete on price. T2 competed on price, and okay, it lasted a while because of speed, but even nowadays, that would be much harder to do, and I'll tell you why. The people who compete on price are gonna beat you. So if you go to Amazon.com and look at the phone cases for 89 cents for the case and delivery, and it's coming all the way from fucking China. How do they make money on that deal? I don't have a clue, but they managed to pull it off. There's too much Southeast Asian and Asian production now. Everyone's producing everything so cheap. There's no way you're gonna win on price. You need to sell on brand. Here in the West, living where we live, that's our advantage. We have the whole idea of branding and quality and reputation. These are the things you need to sell on. You do not want to sell on price. You don't want to price people out the market. But when you're sitting there looking at your prices, you don't want to sit there and go, well, you know, I want to make it really affordable. I really have never experienced that. So you've joined my university. This is, I don't know if you joined at half price for $9.99 or you joined at the full price, whatever. I could have done this cheaper, but why would I do it cheaper? This is the value. The value here is everything I'm saying. This is how much it should cost. So you can't just be looking to sell things as cheap as possible. I see a lot of guys, especially the Twitter gurus, loads of them are selling ebooks for like $17 or $13. How are the fuck are you gonna get rich off $17 ebooks? You're not. So if that's the only price people will buy from you at, then that shows your brand has no strength, no reputation. Because if you had genuine strength and reputation, you could sell at a real price. So where your price point lies says a lot about who you are as a person. Do you want to be fucking Lambo? I'll write Lambo down because I like that word. Or do you want to be bullshit? This is where all the ebooks, the little ebooks are. This is where I am. Why can I sell more than them? Why can I sell for a much higher margin, a much higher price? Because I have a reputation and I provide a better quality product. So when you're looking for whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to launch, when you start putting prices out there, if you put it up high and you're not selling, and you find yourself really reducing the price to try and get sales, that says a lot about who your reputation is, and you need to do some reputation management. You need to build your reputation, build your credibility, build on the point that you're an expert in your field. And as you do that, your price will increase. That is the easiest way to make more money, because there's only a certain amount of customers in the world. Let's say there's only 100 incels who are going to buy a book about how to fuck today. There's only 100 of them. That's the only people on Twitter who are going to buy a book about how to fuck today. So the easiest way to make more money is to charge this 100 people more money instead of trying to find more people, especially with Twitter, because if you're selling on Twitter, Twitter following doesn't grow that fast. Your Twitter followers may not be that big, and if it, even it is, let's say minus 30,000, they don't grow very quickly. You get shadow banned, takes a long time. So you only have a certain amount of potential customers, so you want each one to spend as much money as possible. This is the reality of the game. So if you're selling shit cheap, like a lot of these Twitter guys do, that's because they're cheap and they're lame. They're lame. Never sell on price. Also, you'll have more problems and more complaints from people who buy cheap things than people who buy expensive things. And the reason is because the people who buy expensive things are getting Lambo quality, like you're getting here, all the information I'm giving you. The people who buy the cheap things, they're just buying it because it's so cheap. They don't believe in the person. They're just like, oh, what's the worst I can do? I'm only losing 13 bucks. But then they'll still feel pissed off when they realize it's garbage. So your number one goal, your number one aim in whatever business you do is to constantly be increasing prices. You need to be looking to constantly increase the price. And the way you do that is by constantly building on your reputation. That is how it goes. Even if you have to start off at a lower price, you need to always increase the price. You should never get to a point where you've priced yourself out. People don't buy on price. People buy what they want. If people want something, they're going to buy it. There's a whole bunch of expensive shit that people buy, trust me, because they want it. So you have to make sure that people want your product. Do not be one of those, well, I'm the cheapest on the market, guys, because that never works well. It gives you a bunch of dickhead customers and it stops you making any kind of serious money. It's bullshit. Don't do it.